Yo, what's going on everyone? Today I'm finna show you how you can get your mix clean. And what I mean by clean is that your beat is not gonna be compressed. Not on YouTube, not on Spotify, TikTok, Instagram, whatever. I know y'all face this problem when your beat sounds like too low. Even if you want this like distortion effect. I know y'all want some distortion effect. And the key to this is the little trick I'm finna show you. Only thing I ask y'all to do is give me the credit for this trick. I really seen nobody use it for real. So this is real sauce, bro. And it depends on my words. Here's my beat that got 17K in 13 days. And there's not really compressed, and just only compressed 8%, 0.8 dB, which is not really big difference. You're not gonna see the difference. The real fucking difference comes in when your beat's like compressed 60%, what the shows right there like 40, 50, your beat's gonna be way lower. And this is where I get all my placements from, because I am outside of US. This is how I get my views on YouTube type beats, and this trick took me from being broke in Russia to living off of music. So yeah, without any further, let's get right into it. So here's the beat right there. Yeah, I let it play it out so y'all can really feel it. And here's the same project, open up another tab where I'm gonna just mix it with y'all. So I removed all the effects and let's go. So first of all, I started with the sample. Here's like how it sounds like without any effects. So when mixing, you gotta think like y'all in the back. Y'all right here. So this is y'all starting point, and the sample sounds right now just like this. In the center of the box, just in the middle, like this, it just hits this ceiling. Let's say if it's like this, it's lower. It's like this, is louder. You feel me? Louder. It hits like this, like this. Right now, sound hits like this, right? But what I want to do is just make it way wider, and this is like a plugin for this. Or usually I do this shit, but in this case, I kind of didn't like it. Not that effect. But when you put wider on. You feel me? It went from this to this. It just stretched like now it sounds like this, like pretty takes way more space right now. Took way more space. So we got that straight. Also what I did, I put shaper box on it with this preset. In these poses, it creates the space, the bounce. Charlie Puth, maybe you saw the Charlie Puth TikToks. He said that when you hear fast changes in volume, you automatically kind of bump your head. The shaper box, really good plugin for it. That's pretty much it. What I put on the sample. Then I immediately go to my bass, and this is where the trick comes in. And usually, what people do, right? What they do, they're gonna fucking EQ and EQ the fuck out of the whole section of the melody. Bro, like this shit really like got me fucked up. So you say you taking all this space for what, you know? Yeah, I know somebody do this, but I said fuck no. And when you do this shit, all your beats gonna sound the same, especially like a lower part of the beat, because only thing you hear here is just your bass, but the bass sounds you choose are always the same, and this shit's gonna sound the same, at least just this section of the beat. You know what I'm trying to say? So I said hell no. I heard a lot of beats where they low is not like it's fucking full, you know, it's full. So what I do like this, like a melody, I go here, I go to sidechain to this track from the area to the melody. Feel me? Right click one more time. You click on the bass. Go here, sidechain to this track. So I went ahead and I made this preset on my SUV. Let me show you how I can make the same preset. Just let me delete that. Let me delete the SUV. So go here. I go SUV. I already done the sidechain here. Really important. Then you go to here. Turn off the sidechain. Turn on. And you go here, this like you feel me, this tool, this, then processing, and you pick your sound right here in a second, sidechain input. Then you go do this shape. So you want this part of the melody to be cut out, but not all the frequencies, just the frequencies where the bass hits. And you go attack fast, hard mode all the way Boom, this is your preset, and you just go ahead and save this preset, and you always can go just boom boom presets, and you can pick this is the preset, this is the preset. Yeah, you see it's only hits like in certain positions. Let's say this bass is really heavy, right? Don't forget to put this on 7th mixer channel. You feel me? So the bass hits and it goes back. Then if you want this like distortion effect, I also had this preset called Waves 08. How I can build it from scratch too. Let me show you. Just go ahead and yeah, let me just mute this. Yeah, Fruity limiter. You open up Fruity limiter, go to compression, pick the bass, and then do this sound like this, and turn off this. And as you can see, this plugin that shows you the overall volume of your beat, of your master channel. So remember, like, the lower the number gets, the louder your shit is. So as you can see, I can do this shit. It really sounds like a distorted though, but the loudness the same. Let me show you with another bass what it sounds like. You start hearing clearly the bass. So these are the two plugins I use. So I put both of them. These two like essential on every beat. I don't care. This is what I do to make my 808s and melody not clash. So let's just compare it with the parametric. This is like immediately becomes trash. Like, so the bass became friends with the melody. It became friends. Now they friends. They not like awkwardly staying by each other. Like here. Now they playing. And if you go to the back shit, let's say red is the bass. Bass hits in the middle right here, loud, nice and loud, and melody here chilling. That's the main part. That's the main part I wanted to show you. And if you can see the loudness here, it just hits 13 LUFS. The normal loudness of Spotify, YouTube, and shit like that, all of them a little bit different by 1-2 LUFS, but it's -14. Right here is like -13. You know, and you saw it why this beat got like a little bit compressed. You know what I'm saying? When I started making beats in this channel, you can like see the difference. 63. This why ain't getting no fucking views. Like 63 because the bass fucking loud, and this is all you hear in a. Bro, you feel me? You boost your it and that's it. Hell no. We're trying to get placements, bro. We ain't trying to do like impress other producers though. And then we just go straight to some easy shit. This is just percussion. So percussion, where it hits here, right? It ain't got no effects, just simple like sound like this. But what I really like to do is just pan percussion left or right just a little bit. Why is that? Let's say here's like a percussion. It hits in the middle, and what though, right? What? It hits in the middle. Even if visually it's not looking like pleasing. But if it hits like this, oh, you kind of can see it, and it's kind of more good. And it's not always playing, you know? The bass and melody always plays, but percussion, how it's doing? Whoop! Just up, play, and come back, and you heard it. You heard it clearly. You know, it's not even like a melody. It's just like this. Like, up, you heard it. Up, came back. Up, not. This is very loud percussion. Up, that's it. Snare. Also, I pay like if the snare is not that. You feel me? Just in the beginning, in the end, my fault. Just do this. Make your ears like a little bit of massage. This is what makes it interesting though. Also, what I like to do with melodies, I go here and I can pan it left and right, like slowly, with this preset. You feel me? But because it was a sample, I usually do it with some individual sounds. Panning is really like crucial. You think it's like a little goofy. I thought it's like why do I need to pan shit? But this is what makes everything interesting. Trust me. Because mixing, everything comes down to the volume. With EQ, you just take the volume off of this section. Let's say if you do this. With limiter, what it does, it just sidechain the whole sample. In other words, just lowers the volume when the other like dominant instrument plays. When you pan, you just take the loudness from one ear. When you make it stereo, you add volume in the sides, you know? And pretty much you can apply this soothe sidechaining tool to everything. All of this just percussion, right? All of this, and as you can see, all of this just a little bit pan somewhere maybe not, as you can. So watching this video, you might already understood what I'm trying to say. You gotta fill up the space of this whole box, but as you can see, we're only in the middle of we're in the middle of somewhere here, you feel me, on this just this section of the box, right? Just somewhere here. We gotta move here and here, but we already moved there. I just didn't told you that. It was time right here, right? If it's time right here, what makes us feel that the subject is far away there or far away there? Volume and reverb and maybe echo. When you stay in the mountains and you shout some shit, and it's gonna be lower volume and a lot of reverb. This sample already got some reverb, so this is the reverb. It's a little bit quieter, but it takes all the space, like in the front and the back. So we took a lot of space though. Took a lot of space. And the percussion is here, all kinds of percussion just playing out somewhere in some time, and we're filling up the box. Let me make the bass more like, yeah, this is the bass, a little bit more. So one more time, your mission is just fill this box up, but just make everything in the box stand out. Think of the sounds as like basketball players. You got individual roles, individual positions, and they do individual roles, and they do individual things. And this is what makes team really strong. I don't know much about basketball, but in the football terms, if you fucking place 11 goalkeepers on the place, what the fuck they gonna do? They ain't gonna do shit. What if you place fucking 11 strikers on the field? You might score some, but you ain't gonna defend shit. And let me just show you one more like beat example when these principles are really like exaggerated. So this is the beat where I put limiter on the whole fucking master. Took the sidechain from the bass basically. So I picked the bass, and when the bass hits, the whole master like just ducks. It's a good result though, ain't gonna lie. Yo, that was it for today, bro. Hopefully just somebody gonna use the trick and really like implement in the craft. Just don't forget about me and just give me credit though for this, because this shit really changed my life, bro. Let me know if I said something wrong. I really might say something wrong, but this is what I think when I mix my beats, and this shit works. Let's discuss. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all trying to see next. So peace.